anchor points. Every portal you traverse represents a step deeper down into your memory. That you were able to activate this one is a good sign.
I don't think I ever saw these in my normal dreams.
As I said, this is because you're aware of the fact that you're dreaming. The portals are part of your mind's abstract representation of the events.
I see.
What's this? Attack!
And these creatures? What are they?
Symbols of your struggle. Just continue, General. Your memories will return the deeper you go.
Move in. Let's be quick. What do we have here? This ends now! Huh. Interesting. What's this? What do we have here? Huh. Interesting.
Wait. I think I remember something. I went to some kind of shrine, and there was someone I was supposed to meet.
Who? Remember, Erev. Who was it that you met there?
A local, I think. A villager. Let me try to remember.
General Erev, that's you, isn't it?
Yes? Are you the guide from Kavil?
Yes, Taba Sagewa. The mayor said the orcs are headed for our village. Is that true?
A small horde, yes. But they won't arrive before nightfall, and we can handle them. My division and I are going to protect you.
Oh, Guardians, so it's true. Why, though? Why would they attack us? We're just a small village.
I don't know. Maybe to stir up the rural population. Either way. Colonel Rickus, my second-in-command, is already on his way to the village to set up defenses. We'll stop by our outpost to gather the rest of my division. Follow me.
Of course. And General, I would like you to have this. It's a present from us, the people of Kavil. You know, as a token of thanks.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thanks.
What present? What did she mean?
This way. What's this? Look out!
Guardians, these were Dawn Reapers. How can they be so close to the village already?
Probably just a scouting troop. Let's push on. What do we have here? Yes?
General, there you are. We were starting to get worried. Mother?
Kieran, what are you doing here?
He's serving in my division.
Oh, so you're the Nortandian general my son is always rhapsodizing about. I had no idea.
Mother?
It's fine. Colonel, what's your status? Rickus already went ahead to the village, and we should follow as soon as possible.
Well, we would be ready to leave, but there are two problems. First of all, we recently received a report from an Empyrean scout that conflicts with our own information. Apparently, the horde heading for Cavil is much larger than we thought. It's probably not my place to say, but maybe we should ask General Karros for help?
No. Cavil's situated on a plateau, so it's easy to defend.
But isn't it...
What's the second problem?
Well, there's a detail of orcs a couple of miles north from here. They're blocking the path to Cavil.
Another scouting group, probably. All right, let everyone know I'm taking command.
Yes, ma'am.
Well then, let me summarize. You were traveling with an Empyrean local named Tava, and were bound for her village Cavil, which you suspected the orcs were going to attack that very night. Most of your troops were already there, and you were about to follow.
And we had to take out an orcish scouting party to get there.
Stay close.
Our capital is under attack.
This is it. It must be done.
This reminds me, how come Nortander has a military presence in Imperia? I've been wondering about that ever since you came here.
It's a token of friendship between our kingdoms. Your country. The Dawn Reapers for quite some time now. And when Queen offered her help, the Emperor accepted it.
I understand.
Technology.
Will only take a second. So much to do, so...
We need to gather more wood, Commander.
That's just...
Building completed.
All right, then, let's get to it.
What's this?
Chop, chop, man. Let's get to work. Well, then. This will be a masterpiece. Will only take a second. That should work. This will be a masterpiece. All right, then, let's get to it. So little time. Well, then. Chop, chop, man. Let's get to work.
Building completed.
So much to do. Masterpiece. All right, then, let's get to it. That should work.
Fair enough. Men, the barracks are ready. Pick up your arms!
Building completed.
Well, then. Only take a second. All right, then, let's get to it. Well, then. Chop, chop, man. Let's get to work.
Our provisions are running low. We need more food.
Good. Time for a briefing.
Our provisions are running low. We need more food.
That should work.
I'm listening.
So much to do, so little time. This will be a
Our
mess.
population is at maximum capacity. We need to expand.
Will only take a second. So much to do, so little time.
All right. Everyone's armed and ready. Let's deal with those orcs.
Music to my ears. Lead us, General.
What do you need?
All right, we'll be fast.
All right, then, let's get to it.
Yes? Out of the...
Well, then. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. Ah, that should work.
What is it? Attack! I'm listening.
Would you like to push? Change.
We're being attacked!
One boulder coming up.
We're being attacked!
Go ahead.
Please.
Fire!
They're in for a surprise. One boulder coming up.
Our population is at maximum capacity. We need to expand.
You won.
The first battle. Yes. That's when things get muddy.
Well done. Now let's not waste any more time. Colonel, let everyone know we're making for Kabul. I want...
General Arev. General Arev?
Who are you?
Private Rogel. I'm the scout. There are 2 more Orcish troops in the area, and they're headed for this outpost. We're just about to leave for Cavill.
Then they'll notice our trail and ambush us from behind. Damn it. Rickis is waiting for my orders. All right. Colonel, you deal with the orcs around here. I'll go on ahead to Cavill.
Alone? But what if they find you?
What about the path through the jungle? The secret one? I could show her the way.
It's still dangerous. For both of you.
I appreciate your concern, Colonel, but I need to be there to lead the defense. Take care of the orcs, then follow.
Of course, General. Forgive me. I didn't mean to overstep my bounds. Tiara, watch over both of you.
Be careful, son. Oh, I'm proud of you. General, don't be angry with my son for being so stubborn. He's always been like that. A head to crush trolls with.
It's all right. He has a strong will. That's one of the reasons I promoted him. Keep it up. What's this? Why can't we go on?
That's when my memory fades.
Why? Because you're a coward, Era. Isn't it obvious? Because you're running from the truth.
What the hell are you talking about? We need to catch up to Colonel Rickis or else...
Oh, we did catch up with your Colonel, General. We did catch up. And then you killed us. Now come on, don't look at me like that. I know you're trying to forget, but it doesn't work that way. We can bury the corpses of our little secrets, but sooner or later, we start smelling the rot. Why do you think you come here every night? You're looking for forgiveness. But guess what, Arif? There is none for people like you. So wake up, General. Inside, you're as dead as we are. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up!
2 years later, though no one told you the reason for your recall, you saw it as a chance to turn the page, back to Nortender, after 10 years in Imperia. A fresh start, away from it all. Now, your visit to the Dreamweaver is long past. You have crossed the Sea of Dreams and are traveling with Ambassador Jarrus, the right hand of the Queen, whose mission is to escort you to Greykeep, where you will finally learn why you've been ordered back.
Wake up, General!
Huh? What's going on? Where am I?
Nortander. The Golden Road, to be more precise. You dozed off. I would have let you sleep, but then you started talking. A nightmare, was it?
Something like that. I was remembering a visit to a Dreamweaver.
You went to a Dreamweaver? Back in Imperia, I take it.
Back in Imperia, yes. But let's not go into detail.
Of course. I can only imagine how this must be for you. One day you're in Imperia, the next you're on a ship back to Nortander by order of Her Majesty. Quite the change of scenery, isn't it?
Well, it would help to know why she called me back. Especially considering my record.
Well, I wouldn't know. All I was told was to receive General Erev at the Wolfgar coast and escort her safely back to Greykeep. But we're almost there, and the Queen has requested to see you at once, so you'll get your answers soon. Now, I suggest we...
Ambassador Jarrus.
What's the matter?
Commander Reinhold's gone missing, and the soldiers have no idea where he went. Someone must have attacked them while they were taking a walk in the forest.
Bandits?
I doubt it. They wouldn't dare attack a caravan of the Royal Army. All right, seems like the break is over. We need to find out who did this and save the commander. General Erev, you're in charge until we find Reinhold.
Can't the soldiers take care of this?
They could, but I'd rather have them protect the caravan.
You're not a fighter, are you? You should stay here with the soldiers.
Your concern is appreciated, but actually, I'm a mage. Not the best on EO, but I can handle myself.
All right. At your own risk. If not bandits, then who did this?
Orcs, maybe? As I said, this doesn't make any sense. Nortander's at peace.
What was your commander doing sauntering about the forest anyway? The caravan... his responsibility.
Well, no, but Reinhold has a reputation for being careless at times. It doesn't matter, though. We have to make sure he's all right.
Who are you two? You're not from the Royal Army.
These are the mercenaries we hired over in Wolfgar. They can be trusted.
We've been around for a while. I'm surprised you didn't notice us.
All right. Where's the body?
South, just a few steps from the road. We'll show you.
I'm listening.
Smell!
Yes.
Looking for potions and scrolls? I'm sure I have just what you need. Farewell.
Got it.
At once.
Is that?
The dead soldier. Yes.
Yes.
Huh. Interesting.
As you command.
What do we have here? Damn it. So young.
And definitely dead. Tiara, guide your soul, boy.
Looks like he was killed by a blow to the head, doesn't it? It's also the only injury. So there wasn't much of a struggle. Someone surprised him.
But who? And where did they take Commander...
Now! For Windholm!
By the... Ambush! Defend yourselves!
Tiara's breath. Dwarves?
I was thinking the same thing. Do you have any explanation for this, Ambassador? I didn't know Windwall and Northander were at war.
We aren't. This, it must have to do with the death of King Rorik. Ever since he died, the dwarves have shut themselves off. But an ambush? It doesn't make sense.
Well, whatever their intentions, if they killed that soldier, they must have also taken the commander. We need to find him. To me, it looked as though they came from up north. Let's see if there are more of them. And stay wary.
As you command.
Nihal's hammer.
Wait, we...
Crush them!
What's this?
We've got dwarves!
Are you certain?
What's that?
An old mine, maybe? I don't know. Either way, I don't see anywhere else those dwarves could have come from. Come on, let's go down and find Reinhold.
What do we have here?
As you descend the weathered ladder, the air ripe with moss and earth, weariness overcomes you. When you boarded the ship, you had hoped to leave war and fighting behind you, at least for a while. Seems like you were wrong.
Nor curse me. Could this be...
What?
King Rager's tunnels? I had no idea. Either way, now probably isn't the time to appreciate the scenery. Let's find the commander.
Hold on. Why are there dwarven tunnels in the middle of Nortander?
Because they are the leftovers from another era. One where the Dwarven Empire spanned all the way from Wolfgar to Lar. Underground, at least. I'd love to tell you more, but now isn't the time.
No arguments there. Let's move. And keep your weapons ready, whoever those dwarves were. There are bound to be more. Over here.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't. Blazes, what do you want from us? You're completely insane.
Oh, you're a slow learner, aren't you?
That was the commander.
Damn it. Let's hurry.
Kill them!
More of them! On it. Is this the way?
As you command.
Here we go.
There, that's the commander.
Ambassador?
Cut him loose.
Oh, thank you.
Where's the man you were talking to? Are there more?
Yes, he's...
Right here. So, the Gravel Eater's friends came to get him. How heartwarming.
Did you order your men to kill our soldier? If so, you'll regret it.
Would you look at that? This rose has thorns. See, Commander? Your wenches have more manhood in them than you do. Yes, I did. And I'll gladly order the death of anybody who refuses to give us what's ours. Let's make this simple. Hand over the cargo and I'll let you run. Refuse or play dumb like this commander of yours, and we'll kill you.
There is no cargo!
15 crates of the finest moon silver ingots, and you're delivering them. Now tell us where the crates are, or die.
If there's no cargo, we can't hand it over, genius.
All right then. Don't say I didn't warn you.
On your order.
Destroy those totems!
You're really starting to get on my nerves.
Tiara's breath. What?
Don't mess with the crowd.
Finally, some action.
Let's be quick. This is it.
Oh, well fought, Gravel Eater. Well fought. Now, unless you want to end up as a charred corpse, I suggest you take a step back now.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the fire rune I have in my left pocket. A fire rune made by the best pyromancers of Windwall. Take one more step, or speak one more lie, and I'll blow this place and all of us to smithereens. Now, one last time. Where is the cargo?
Are you that eager to die?
If I die, it's for something greater than myself. I have no fear, Gravel Eater. The granite halls will welcome me.
You're bluffing.
Try me.
Oh, blazes. How many times do I have to tell you? We aren't transporting anything. There is no cargo.
You Gravel Eaters never learn, do you? All right.
Wait. It was a ruse.
What?
It was a ruse. We intentionally planted the rumor that this caravan would be transporting the goods to divert raiders. The real caravan left 3 days earlier and has already arrived in Greykeep by now.
You're lying.
I'm not. Talk to your spies in Greykeep and they'll confirm it.
I don't understand. Where does this moon silver come from? And why do you want it?
I have no idea. We bought it from a mine up in Wolfgar to supplement a new division of the Royal Army.
All moon silver belongs to the dwarves. That's how it's written in dwarven lore.
That's your justification for raiding a caravan? You're either mad or a fool.
Wrong. I'm a dwarf who refuses to live under the thumb of his self-proclaimed human masters anymore.
Wait. You knew about this all along? Why didn't you tell us?
Queen's orders. I'm sorry.
Bloody fool. You risked a war for nothing.
You have a big mouth, scum. But all right. This one time, we'll do it your way. Let me tell you this, though. We're not done yet. Far from it.
Arian's quills. What a mess. What a strange mess.
That's one way to put it. Moon silver, gravel eaters? What on EO has gotten into these dwarves?
Well, they believed they were in the right. Guardians know why.
I doubt they do. The dwarves were always reclusive, but peaceful. As I said, it might have something to do with their late king's death. But that's just guesswork.
I hate to say it, Reinhold, but this wouldn't have happened if you hadn't gone into the forest. That soldier would still be alive. What were you two doing out there anyway? You were supposed to be watching the caravan.
None of your business. And watch your mouth, General. There was no way I could have known that dwarves were going to attack us on the golden fucking road.
Commander, please. The General is right, but this is neither the time nor the place for heated arguments. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, whatever we do, the Queen needs to know about this.
Agreed. Let's take a moment to collect ourselves and then go back up. We need to tell the soldiers what happened.
You might also want to let them search the perimeter. It's unlikely, but there might be more crazy dwarves around.
Fair point. Reinhold, make the arrangements. Once that's taken care of, we'll march on to Grey Keep. And good work, General. You handled that well.
As you resume your journey, the caravan marches in silence. Dwarves? Never before has there been animosity between Windwall and Nortender. You are pulled from your thoughts as Greyfell's silhouette appears on the star-speckled horizon. 3 hours later, you lie down in your new bed in the keep. The Queen requested to see you at dawn tomorrow. Sleep closes over you like a leaden door.
General Arif?
Yes?
Who? Iria Alathiel, First Mage of the Circle. I know you were expecting Ambassador de Breos, but Her Majesty wanted me to welcome you instead.
Well, pleasure to meet you, Circle Mage Alathiel. It's an honor.
How gallant. And just call me Iria, all right? Circle Mage or not, I've never been a friend of fancy titles. Come now.
What do you need? Go ahead. Yes?
Hold on. Yes, puny paleskin, you. Come over here real quick, will you?
Huh. Interesting. Are you talking to me?
Who else would I be talking to? You're the only one in this accursed lair of cretins who looks worth having a conversation with.
Fair enough.
Well, maybe that was a little too harsh. This place just hasn't been particularly inspiring ever since I arrived, and it vexes me.
Hold on. Should I know you? Are you with the Wolf Guard?
Am I with the Wolf Guard? Ha! If anything, the Wolf Guard is with me. I'm Burgal the Magnificent, the most fabled smith on Io. And no need to grovel or kiss my feet. I'm not into that kind of thing. But let us skip the small talk, shall we? I'm interested in that thing you're wearing, the amulet. It looks interesting. Tell me, where did a puny pale skin like you find such a treasure?
That? Oh, it's a memento.
A memento? Well, you seem to be misinformed. This is one of the most powerful relics on Io. Well, could be, one day, with my help.
I don't follow.
Oh, why am I not surprised? In simplest terms, what you're wearing seems to be an Empyrean relic. Its power has faded, but I could reignite it, so to speak. Let me have a look, will you?
How do I know you won't run off with it?
Run off? Are you joking? I'm Burgal the Magnificent, the greatest smith on Io. Circle Mage Gore himself entrusted me with the armory of the Orc.
All right, I get it. Why would you do that? You don't even know me.
Indeed, and I do not plan to. This relic, on the other hand, let's call it a challenge. I have a predilection for pretty, neglected things.
Then it's not money you're after?
Huh. A true artist doesn't need money. He lives off the muse's kiss alone.
Okay. But don't break...
Interesting. Yes, this might work. This might actually work. Do you know what a vengeful spirit is?
A spirit that is vengeful?
Ah, look at that! The puny paleskin has brains. Indeed, leaving aside the tragic stories of heartbreak and revenge, it's basically a ghost who refuses to die. Now, if you could manage to ascertain such a ghost's essence for me on your travels, I might be able to forge it into your relic and reawaken some of its powers. What do you say? What? You're brimming with gratitude? Why, no need to be. Just come back when you have the essence. Apparently there's one floating around in some graven wind wall.
I'll think about.
Excellent! Safe travels! Ah, and don't forget to burn the body of the deceased, will you? It's the only way to stop it from coming back to haunt you.
Yes, yes, come closer. I'm sure I have just what you need.
What is it? What do we have here?
Good choice.
This way.
Armors and shields. Everything from copper daggers to moon silver swords. Pleasure doing business with you. Come again. I'm getting new wares by the next moon's turn.
What's this?
Yes? Want to trade? Come again. May Tiara bless your path. Hey, you're an adventurer, aren't you? Come take a look. I'm sure I've got something that might spark your interest. You know how to bargain, don't you?
Huh. Interesting. Nothing new today.
"12 years. Has it really been that long since you last stepped through this gilded archway, when the Queen sent you to Imperia? It feels like another life."
They're here. Your Majesty, I present Circle Mage Iria Alathiel and General Arev. Take a knee.
Your Majesty. Thank you. Rise. I have spent all day in Conclave, so let us skip the pleasantries. I assume you know about the Wolf Guard?
An elite unit of elves, orcs, and humans that keep the peace in Northander. Corporal Tahar leads them.
Led them. Tahar is dead.
What? Who are you?
Wraith Skadar. He is assisting us in another matter, but I will come to that later. What he says, however, is true. Corporal Tahar is dead. Alathiel?
Yes. Several moons ago, there were rumors of disappearances at the southern border. Villages seemingly abandoned, people taken overnight. Tahar led a small contingent of the Wolf Guard to investigate, where they were ambushed. There were no survivors. We believe the attack was by a group of Purity loyalists looking to avenge the death of their leader, Rondar Lacane. But we don't know for sure. As you may know, Tahar killed Lacane here in Greykeep to end the Purity War.
The Purity? The Mage Killers, right? I thought they disbanded after the war ended.
Mostly. But pockets of their cult escaped into the wilderness. Tahar's body was brought back to Greykeep and given a proper burial. As you can imagine, it was a great loss for the realm. But the Wolf Guard cannot remain without a leader. And that is why you are here, General Arev. You are the candidate.
Wait, what?
You heard me.
Your Majesty, if I may ask, why didn't you tell me about this earlier? Ambassador Yaris could have told me on the journey.
Because that would have required a lot of explaining, and I wanted to be the one to do it. It is as simple as that.
What happened to the Purity loyalists responsible for Tahar's murder?
The Crown has put a bounty on their heads, but so far they've avoided capture.
Also, keep in mind that we merely assume that ex-Purity are behind Tahar's death.
What do you mean? Who else could it have been?
It is only a theory. We will speak about this later.
I'm not sure I understand, Your Majesty. What did I do to deserve this? You know who I am, and...
Yes, General Arev, I know perfectly well who you are. And I know about that mysterious incident in Carvel of which you remember nothing. It does not change my decision. Also, you will have to prove yourself.
Thank you, Your Majesty. This is an honor. How do you want me to prove myself?
By taking care of an issue you have involuntarily already come in contact with. You will set out tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Isn't this a bit rushed?
It is, but time is not on our side.
All right. What's the mission?
Ambassador, if you please.
1 week prior to your arrival, there was an attack on a mining town called Dracot. It's on the border of Hallett and Nortander.
By whom?
Windholm dwarves. And just like the incident on the Golden Road, everything about it is strange. Firstly, because Windholm and Nortander are at peace. And secondly, because in this case, the victims of the attack are dwarves themselves. Surface dwarves.
Hold on. So dwarves raided a dwarven village? That doesn't make sense.
Correct, it doesn't. Which is why we'll need to find out what's behind this.
What do you want me to do?
Simple. Go there, help the surfaces recapture Dracot, then find out why the Windholmers would do such a thing so that we can resolve this as swiftly as possible. Please understand what is at stake here, General. Nortander has just been through a war, and the wounds are still mending. We cannot risk another one.
What troops do I have at my disposal?
For now, only the human unit of the Wolf Guard. The Morhir and the Orcs are each on missions.
What missions, Your Majesty? Will they come back?
They will, but not anytime soon. The Wolf Guard will have to make do without them in the meantime. You will, that is. As for your first question, the Morhir troops are overseeing the construction of their people's new settlement in Utran. The Fire Wielders, on the other hand, are in Barga Gor, protecting their great cow under the leadership of Circle Mage Gor. Their absence weakens the Wolf Guard, but I cannot blame them. After all, these are their new homes, and they want to ascertain safety. However, I want you to join forces with the surface dwarves as soon as you reach their outpost. They will know the strengths and weaknesses of their kind best.
Understood. Isn't one of the Circle Mages a dwarf? Isgrim?
Yes. And we've tried to reach out to him ever since the Dracot incident. But he left for a longer expedition up north a while ago, and hasn't been heard from since.
What about the other Circle Mages? Could they help us?
They are also on their own missions. The purpose of the Circle isn't to walk around Greykeep all day, but to ensure stability throughout Northander. And this is what we are doing. We are mages, not bureaucrats.
Fair point. What kind of expedition?
Officially, to excavate a Shaper ruin in Wolfgar. Personally, however, I think it has to do with the rune.
The rune? You mean...
The runestone Rondar Lacane used to mind control Lady Myra Utron during the Purity Wars. Yes.
So the Crown intends to use it?
We intend to understand it. Isgrim will research it, with or without our approval. And I would rather have a technology as powerful as the rune in our hands than in those of our enemies.
I see. I see. So... the dwarves that raided our caravan were after our moonsilver.
I know. And since the Dracot mines produce moonsilver too, I am certain there is a connection. The only question is, if it is moonsilver they want, why raid Nortandian caravans and towns? What has happened in Windholm that they would risk a war over this? This is what you need to find out.
Then I'd best get prepared.
Do that. Circle Mage Alathiel and Wraith Skadar will accompany you. Alathiel, introduce the General to the troops.
Understood. Meet me at the war table if you want an introduction, General.
Ah, and one more thing.
Your Majesty?
I believe in second chances. Prove me right. The audience is concluded.
General, if you have a second, there's also something I need your help with.
Go ahead. What do we have here? You said you needed something?
Yes. Thanks for making the time, General. Please excuse me in advance. I don't usually involve my personal life in my work.
This isn't official business?
No, it isn't. It's about my sister, Jerfina. She was in Leonon when the Bloodburn hit.
Isn't that when the Wolfguard destroyed the village?
Yes, under the esteemed command of General Noria. Except, they didn't just destroy the village, they purged it. Better to kill every last citizen than let a disease get out of hand.
I understand you're upset, but what does this have to do with me? The Bloodburn is over. Noria is dead.
I'm sorry, General. As I said, I'm not used to discussing personal affairs. Always lock it up, Jarrus, my tutors would say, but... Anyway, I don't care about revenge. You're right, there's no point. But I need to know what happened to my sister.
Wait, you don't know what happened to her?
I know she's probably dead, but as far as my family and I are concerned, she left one day and never came back. We just don't know. Did she get sick, or did the soldiers...
Why was she in Leonon?
While I was studying etiquette, my sister was learning the healing arts. She would often make trips to the outer villages that lacked the expertise of a formally educated healer. Knowing her, she would have stayed to treat the blood burn.
Why do you think I can help?
Because there are a group of survivors who might know the truth. After the village was destroyed, I hired a guy to look for Jafina. He didn't find her, but he did find these survivors.
And
they fled at the sight of him. It's the only lead I have. Please, could you try talking to them? I doubt they would say no to the Wolf Guard.
I don't know, Ambassador. I'm not the one who ordered their village destroyed, but the Wolf Guard was part of it. I doubt those survivors will be happy to see our banners.
I see your point, but Leonon happened before Tahar reshaped the Wolf Guard. Everyone knows it's different now. They'll talk to you, I'm sure of it.
Sometimes we can't ever know what happened. Knowing exactly how she died won't bring her back.
Maybe loss is easy for you, General, but we've been struggling. There's no body to bury. The truth is all we have to collect. Please, just find out if they know anything.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. Where can I find these survivors?
My guy tracked them to the Windwall outskirts. They moved around after the war, but they should still be there. Oh, thank you for this, General. Tiara's light go with you.
I'm listening.
You came. Good. Ready for an introduction?
Yes.
Good. Come along. This is the Wolf Chamber. Used to plan missions and discuss politics with the Orcish and Elven commanders. Now, I could tell you all about them myself, but I suggest you have a chat with them first. Just let me know when you're done. And you might also want to introduce yourself to your soldiers. I saw 2 of them sauntering around here earlier.
Huh. Interesting.
Who are you?
Your new commander.
Wait, you're the general from Imperia, Erev.
Her Majesty already informed us about her decision. I truly hope she knows what she's doing. Corporal Tahar was a great leader. I mean no disrespect, of course. Forgive me, General.
There's nothing to forgive. Only a fool would trust blindly.
I heard that we'll be heading out on a mission soon. Is that true?
Yes, tomorrow at first light. You'll be briefed soon.
I see. Well, thank you for visiting us, General. I appreciate it. Tiara's blessings.
Yes? Who are you?
General Erev, the new commander of the Wolf Guard. I thought I might drop by to introduce myself.
Ah, right. You're the replacement. I heard about you. Well, I'm Master Sergeant Ralkin, the Wolf Guard's quartermaster. Pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure's mine.
Listen, General. I was actually looking for you. I know you're probably already swamped, but there are 2 important matters we should discuss. One's about these mercenaries from Wolfgar the ambassador hired. The other about a disappearance within our ranks. What do you say? We can talk about this now or later outside.
What do you mean by disappearance in our ranks? What happened?
Well, where do I start? It's about one of the Wolfguard's engineers, Marcus. He went missing a couple moons ago. Heard a search party went looking for him, but they didn't return either.
You want me to look into this?
If you can spare the time, yes. Strictly speaking, it's not your direct responsibility. But word has it you'll be traveling a lot. So, maybe you could make some time?
What do you know about his disappearance that makes you so worried?
Marcus wouldn't just disappear, and neither would that search party. I heard they tracked him to an old silver mine southeast from Greykeep called the Silver Drift Hollow. Something must have happened there.
Do you think he could have killed them?
Marcus? No, why would he? He's loyal to the Crown.
I'll look if I pass that way.
That's all I can ask. Thanks, General.
Earlier on, you said something about those mercenaries the ambassador hired. What about them?
Well, since the ones from Wolfguard turned out to be quite useful, the Queen's provided the Wolfguard with some coin to hire more of them if need be. And since you're the new commander, I thought you might want to have a say in it, and who we're going to hire. We can stick with the 2 from Wolfgar or find someone else. It's up to us.
I see. Why do we even need mercenaries? Doesn't the Royal Army have enough men to fill the Wolfguard with?
But the Purity Wars cost us dearly. We're still licking the wounds, so to speak. And in the meantime, we rely on help from reputable mercenary corps. Anyway, bottom line, just let me know if you want to hire someone new. I'll arrange it.
Will do. Thanks, Sergeant. I want to hire a new mercenary. Show me the roster.
The Throne Hall, the inviolable inner sanctum of Greykeep. Here lies Nortender's...
Let's talk about...
All right, consider it done. I'll make the necessary arrangements.
Thanks.
What is it?
Farewell.
Good day, General.
Hello?
By the... Ellen's reins, you gave me a start. Who are you?
General Erev. I'm the new commander of the Wolf Guard.
Oh, I see. Yes, we were told. I assume you came to familiarize yourself with the Guard?
Yes.
Good. Well, I'm Elian Valath, Scryer of the Moorhere, and the one in charge of the Elven division of the Wolf Guard. But you probably knew that already.
I did. What's the state of the Moorhere troops?
Our state? Absent. Almost all of our forces are currently up in Utran, helping to secure our new settlement, and it'll be some time until they're back. I hate to say it, but for now and the near future, you'll have to make do with the human part of the Guard. Listen, I have a question. That dark elf that's been walking around the keep, would you know who he is? I've been told he was at your audience with the Queen today.
I don't. But he'll accompany us on our mission, so I might find out.
Ah, fair enough. Then do let me know when you find out. I'm curious. Either way, I'll be out on King's Vantage if you need anything. Good luck on that mission, General. My prayers will be with you.
Wait. You're the new general, aren't you?
How did you know?
I saw you and that caravan come in last night. I heard what happened on the Golden Road. Dwarves attacking humans. They were either completely hammered or completely out of their minds. Anyway, you'll be replacing Tahar, won't you? Good thing the Fire Wielders won't be fighting for the Wolf Guard for the next few moons. Otherwise, you'd be in for a rough time.
Why would I be in for a rough time?
Well, mainly because we orcs don't care as much about titles as we do deeds. Tahar earned our respect, whereas you're still a blank slate. And on that note, you should probably talk to the Circle Mage, Iria.
What about?
Well, I overheard your audience with the Queen, and knowing Iria, I don't think she's very happy about the decision to replace Tahar with you. The two of them were really close. As friends, I mean. But it's best if you ask her yourself. Either way, all the best on your mission, General. I'll see you around.
Done already?
Where are the Wolf Guard's troops stationed?
In the barracks, of course. These are the headquarters. If the entirety of the Wolf Guard troops lived and slept here, it'd be rather cramped.
Makes sense. You're a Circle Mage. So what exactly is your role in the Wolf Guard?
Officially? None. But I guess you could call me a counselor of sorts. Plus, the Circle's and the Wolf Guard's responsibilities overlap. We oversee the use of magic, they oversee the country's safety. Both are diplomats, so to speak. So, since Her Majesty ordered it, I guess I'll be sticking around for a while longer. That is, unless you have a problem with that.
On the contrary, your advice will be helpful.
Well, I'll do my best.
Something I've been meaning to ask you. What do you know about that dark elf, Wraith?
Not much. We briefly worked together during the Purity Wars. He helped us resolve a problem for the Morhir elves and then left.
Is he trustworthy?
In order to answer that question, I'd need to know what he's here for. I don't think his intentions are bad, though. The Queen has good intuition when it comes to people.
I think I'm done. Let's prepare for the mission.
Sure. Just let me know when you want to head out and I'll be there. Anything else?
Well, yes. Zar said you're not too happy with the Queen's decision.
Did he?
You can talk to me if there's a problem.
I don't have a problem with you, General. It's just... Tahar gave so much for this country. So bloody much. And now here you are, the new leader of the Wolfguard, handpicked by the Queen herself. Replacing a hero like you'd replace an old pair of boots. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't know you, but this just feels... wrong.
While I'm not in charge yet, I still have to prove myself.
Yeah. And something tells me that you will.
I understand why you'd feel that way. I guess all I can hope for is that you give me a chance.
I'll do my best. Anyway, if you want to, we can have a chat after the mission. I need some time to clear my head. I'll see you on the morrow, at dawn. Find yourself a good horse in the meantime. This'll be a tough ride.
War after war has scarred Fiara, altering the tides of power across much of the continent. In Nortender, a fragile hope for peace drives the efforts to rebuild a ravaged kingdom. A new beginning dawns for the Morhir, as their new settlement finally takes shape, while the orcs realize the dream of the Great Khal in Bargagor. The dwarves carry on in their stronghold below the mountains, and the Exalted Father rules quietly over the dark elven swamps. It is an era of change, of redefining the old and discovering the new. The cool, earthy air rushes to the mine's entrance like a mountain's exhale. Where once this was a hub of activity, filled with sounds of pickaxes and creaking mining carts, it is now an empty carcass. But though the miners and laborers have long since moved on, evidence of their passing remains. Scratches on the walls to mark the passage of days.
All right then. The quartermaster said the search party tracked that engineer to here.
And then they all vanished.
Exactly. Let's see what we can find.
You're sure of this?
Oh shit, the crown! They found us!
Purity soldiers.
Keep your guard up. These probably weren't the last of them.
You got it.
It must be done.
So, I take it you mercenary folk don't talk much, do you?
What is there to talk about? We're on a mission.
I guess we are.
Right away.
Sounds like a plan.
I shall follow.
Huh. A key.
Is that... Hey! Over here! Help us! More heretics!
Keep it up.
Tiara's breath. Thank you.
Who are you?
Captain Garrett Ryal, 8th Division of the Royal Army, stationed in Greykeep.
Ah, the search party.
What do you know about your captors?
To be honest, not much. They're former Purity. That much you can tell by their robes. Their leader is someone named Kadma, but that's all we know.
Kadma, huh? Must be holed up somewhere else in the mine. How were you captured?
Those Purity soldiers ambushed us in here. They must have been down here for a while. They knew the ins and outs of this place too well.
Sounds like rats.
They could have just killed you. Why did they take you prisoner?
I don't really know. When they locked us in here, they actually apologized.
Apologized?
Crazy, right? They've been feeding us too, but other than that, we've just been losing our minds in the dark.
What about the engineer? Is he here?
Marcus? How do you know about Marcus?
The quartermaster told me about the search. He thought the Wolfguard could help.
The Wolfguard? Then you're... Tiara's breath. They took him deeper into the mine, but that must have been, I guess, a week ago at least?
Then we need to keep moving.
Wait. Let us come with you. The rest of our unit is in here somewhere. And we want to get back at the bastards who did this to us.
It might be good to have some backup. All right, let's go. What's this?
That way?
There! It follows!
You'll regret this.
Sounds like a plan. You got it.
More heretics! Take him down!
Let us proceed.
Consider it done.
It will be done. I'll do it.
Yes.
By the Guardians, thank you!
What do you need?
I am ready. Yes?
Tell me.
So, what's the plan?
Uh-huh.
Out of the way.
On it.
Cadma, if you just let everyone go...
You know I can't do that.
That must be Marcus. And the rest of the Purity fugitives.
Soldiers? Help!
No, wait! Please, hear us out!
On it.
As you command.
So I take it Dirk and Nolan are dead?
I think those are the least of your worries right now. Who are you? Why have you abducted all of these people?
Blazing fools. I'm Cadma, leader of what remains of Aeonir's faithful. And we didn't abduct anyone. We were only trying to keep our presence here a secret. When someone found out, we had no choice. The Crown still wants our heads, and we couldn't let them report us.
So you thought imprisoning them was the better alternative?
What else were we supposed to do?
How did you capture the engineer?
He stumbled into our camp. We didn't know who he was.
So you weren't after his military designs?
What? No. Why would we be? We have no use for them. When we found out he was part of the Royal Army, we knew it was only a matter of time before they sent people to look for him.
I told you to let us go, Cadma. We wouldn't have reported you.
I wish I could believe that.
If you were worried about people reporting you, why didn't you leave?
And go where? This mine has water, shelter. Out on the road, we're vulnerable. We might as well walk ourselves to the Grey Keep gallows.
Why keep them as prisoners? Why didn't you just kill them?
Hasn't there been enough bloodshed? We don't want to kill anyone. The first person who found us, we panicked. We captured them and couldn't let them go after that. Of course, then someone came looking for her, and so on.
What do you mean by what remains of Aenir's faithful?
During the Purity War, a lot of people flocked to Rondar Lakane's banner, claiming they wanted to walk in the light. Liars. All of them. They wanted power, riches, or just the excuse to kill in the Allfather's name. We spit on their graves. We are the true believers, the true followers of Aenir's words. And thanks to the Crown's persecution of anyone involved with the Purity, we are the last ones left.
Don't let her fool you. True believers or not, they murdered and tortured people for the Purity. They're as guilty as any other Lakane fanatic.
Yes, we fought for the Purity. Not with joy, but with duty. You're a soldier. Surely you understand that when your leader gives an order, you follow without question. Wouldn't you?
Let me guess. You're also the Purity loyalists who ambushed the Wolfguard, aren't you? You killed Tahar.
What? Why on Io would we do that? We're trying to survive here, not give the Crown more reason to hunt us.
Cut the bullshit. You murdered Tahar to avenge Rondar Lakane. And then you thought you could get away with it by hiding out in this cave.
No! I didn't even know Tahar was dead. Yes, I know you probably think all ex-Purity are the same. But the last thing we want is more violence. All we ever wanted was to help spread the light of Aenir. Please, you have to believe me!
We'll see about that. But first, I have more questions. Why should I believe anything you're saying?
Look, all we want is to be left alone. During the war, we were only following our faith. Our leaders pointed the way, and of course we accepted it as truth. We were tricked, misled. We left the Purity when we realized what they really were. But the Crown doesn't care. They want our heads simply because of our association. Can you blame us for wanting to live?
That's besides the point. You've committed war crimes, and for that you have to answer to the Crown.
No!
Take him down! Yes? This is where we'll make our stand.
Is this the way?
I will follow.
Get ready! I'll take a look.
Thanks for the rescue. I was starting to believe I'd never leave here. I told her to let us go and make a run for it, but I guess this is better in the end.
They had it coming. What matters is that you're safe. Now make your way out of here. I'll see you back to Greykeep.
Will do. Thanks again, General.
Sure. That way?
Two days into your journey to Windwall, a storm at the Gate of Kings forces your cohort to a halt. You withdraw into a nearby village, where you wait for it to pass. On the fifth day, you arrive at the Hallett-Windwall border. According to your map, Dracot is near.
All right, this is it. The Surfacer's outpost should be just up ahead.
Dwarves fighting dwarves? This is absurd.
Well, maybe once we've recaptured the town, we can make sense of this. The soldiers will be here within the hour. Let's use the time to get a picture of the situation first.
Understood. Yes. What now?
Huh. Interesting.
On it.
This way.
By the Guardians, help! Someone help me!
Hear that?
Yeah, someone's in trouble. The voice came from on top of that cliff.
Sounds like a plan.
Undead! Look out!
They are tied to the energy spheres! You need to kill them when they're inside of the spheres!
Very well.
As you command.
Don't let your guard down! Now! You're next!
Arians, quills! That was close.
Who are you?
Ralph,
Ralph Mallory, mage of the Greyfell University. And this man is... well, I don't know.
Can't he speak for himself?
That's the thing, he can't. Where do I start? I'm here on behalf of my master, who is studying dwarven burial sites. However, when I came here, I found this dwarf kneeling in front of the altar. He was, how should I say, empty, drained.
Your master studies dwarven burial sites? Why?
Why? To gain knowledge. This is what archaeology is all about, isn't it? To unravel the unknown, to shed light into the darkness.
I see. I assume by drained, you mean that he doesn't react to you?
He doesn't react to anything. His body works, his eyes contract, but there seems to be no sentience in him whatsoever. No soul.
Tell me more about this man's condition.
I would if I could. Frankly, I have never seen anything quite like it. His body is there, but his mind is just, well, gone.
Where did these corpses come from?
Well, when the dwarf didn't react to me, I tried some things to rekindle his aura. Then, all of a sudden, these undead crawled out of the earth. My guess is that my magic triggered a resurrection.
Do you know anything about the conflict in Dracod?
You mean those Windholm dwarves who attacked the mining town? Yes, they are the reason I'm giving Dracod a wide berth. I'm here for the graves, not to meddle in dwarven politics.
Any idea who this man is? A hunter? A digger?
Judging by his clothes, I'd say he's a worker or a scout, but I doubt we'll find out.
You should go back. This is a war zone now.
Yes, I heard about that. The dwarves. Look, why don't we join forces? Whatever you're here for, I think I can help. If not, at least allow me to express my gratitude. I have some coin to spare.
All right, you can join us. Just be aware that it'll be dangerous.
Understood. Thanks, friend. Lead the way. I'll follow.
What do you need?
Let's be quick.
I'll do it. I shall follow.
There. That must be the Surface Dwarves' outpost.
As you command. It's them or us.
Here goes nothing. Focus, Syria. Focus. You got it.
All right.
Right away. Yes. They will fall.
Let's do this. That way?
What do we have here?
Here we go.
Wolfguard. Been a while since I've seen that crest. Let me guess, you're here because of the Windholmers.
We are. Who are you? And what are you doing out here?
Kurga Dwalmir. And I'm here to admire that lovely piece of dwarven engineering. Just like you, I'd wager.
What can you tell us about it?
You mean other than the fact that this whole situation is a Nihal forsaken mess? All I know is that the mad Windholmers put this barrier here. Probably because they don't want anyone behind this wall while they're busy ransacking Dracot.
Any idea why the Windholmers are even here? Why did they attack Dracot?
Darlin, I have no idea. But it might have to do with that Arrakis fellow in Windholm. Word has it he's done little else than instigate the people in the past few months. And maybe this is the result.
Any idea how to get through?
Well, I'm no Earthshaper, but I do know that a barrier like that requires a device to sustain it. A little dwarven engineering, if you will. Get rid of that device, and the barrier comes down.
Well, so long.
So long.
Right away. Is this the way? I shall follow.
Huh. Interesting.
General Erev, isn't it? What took you so long?
We got held back by a storm. Are you the leader?
Oh, I guess you could say that. Oi. I'm Haratir Oakenbraid, Mayor of Dracot. Former mayor, that is.
So the Windholmers are still controlling the town?
Oi. Frankly, I'm at my wit's end. Dwarves fighting dwarves. This is just wrong. It's got to have something to do with that sodding priest.
Priest?
Right. How would you know? The Windholmers have shut themselves off since King Rorik's death. Apparently a former priest of Nihaf seized power. Arrakis.
Doesn't King Rorik have a son?
Oi, he does. A useless dandy. More concerned with the latest beard fashion than politics. If this Arrakis is even half as ruthless as his goons, I doubt the prince was much of an obstacle to him.
What do you know about this priest?
Not much, I'm afraid. I tried to reach out to my brother who still lives in Windholm, but I haven't heard back yet. Frankly, I'm a bit worried. If we manage to capture one of the attackers, maybe we can interrogate him.
Good idea. All right, let's talk tactics. How do we reconquer the town?
Well, I'd suggest brute force. But there's a little problem we'll have to solve first. The barrier at the aqueduct.
We saw it. We also met a dwarven woman there. Some kind of hermit.
Kurga?
That was her name, yes.
So you already made her cheerful acquaintance. Well, we'll come back to that later. Right now, this sorry excuse for an outpost couldn't withstand a horde of rabbits. In other words, we should reinforce this place before we take any action. You brought soldiers and craftsmen, didn't you?
A few as backup for your men, yes. They should be here any minute.
Grand. Since I'm no commander, how about you giving us a hand reinforcing this place? My friend Egram, that pale lad over there, can give you a hand with that. Let him know that you'll handle things from here. And take a look at that barrier if you want to. We'll talk tactics once you've gotten this place into shape.
What's this?
Nihaf, guide your sword, General.
Are you Egram?
That's me. I saw you talk to Haratir. Does that mean you're the general the Queen promised us? Where are the troops? No offense, but I expected something with a little more...
General Erev!
Corporal, just in time.
Well, that answers my question.
Mayor Haratir said that our workers and yours should join together to reinforce the outpost.
Ah, I see. Aye, I can do that. Best we start with that old trading post over there. With your help, we could turn it into our base of operations.
Sounds good. Corporal, send in the workers.
Will do.
Let's get to it.
I'm listening.
Get a chisel, boys. We're building something.
Building completed. Building completed.
Right here, if you say so.
The outpost is complete. We've expanded our borders. Building completed. Fire up the ovens. We need more charcoal. Building completed. Our reserve of stone is low.
I'm ready. Uh-huh.
Be right here.
What do you require?
Wait here. Our reserve of stone is low.
Tell me.
It's them or us.
We're under attack!
You'll regret this.
We're under attack! Our workers are under attack!
I need a healer. Attack! Consider it done.
It must be done.
It will be done.
We're under attack! Our workers are under attack!
Finally, some action.
Building completed.
What is it?
I shall follow.
Our iron stores are low. Our warriors are starving. We need more food. Our reserve of stone is low.
What do you need?
This armor was not meant for running.
Orders? On it.
All right. We've reinforced the outpost. What now?
Good work. So, let's address the elephants in the room. The barrier and Kurga. She's the only person I can think of who might be able to help us out of this mess. See, Kerger is more than just some hermit. She's a former engineer of the Bastion, and a damn fine weapon and runesmith. He used to put some of the best smiths back in Windholm to shame. Now, if we could somehow convince her to fire up that forge of hers again, and fashion a couple of runestones for us, we could do something about that barrier. Because, believe it or not, some of my men here actually used to be Earthshapers, and could use Kurga's runestones to dispel the barrier. You follow?
You want me to convince Kurga to fashion runestones for your Earthshapers?
So that they use their magic to bring down the barrier. Exactly.
Why do you need me for this? Can't you talk to Kurga yourself?
Well, it's complicated. Suffice it to say that Kurga and I have a bit of a history together. Also, your word as the General of the Wolf Guard carries a lot more weight than mine.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
That's all I'm asking for. Good luck.
Our warriors are starving. We need more food. Our reserve of stone is low.
What is it?
Back again, Wolfguard.
So, Haratier told me you're a former engineer.
Aye. What else did he tell you?
That you could equip his Earthshapers with runestones, so they can bring down the barrier.
Darling, even if I fashioned them the best runestones on Io, the buffoons would sooner blow themselves up than dispel that barrier. So, short answer, no. Not going to happen.
They can't be that incompetent. Why don't you want to help them?
Because Haratier is involved, that's why. He can beg and grovel and send as many Nortandian generals as he likes. It's just not going to happen. Tough titty, said the kitty.
What happened between you two?
Oh, before or after he told me that he loved me, swore the granite oath, lived off my savings for a year, and then ran off with some young elven wench.
Ouch. Come on, be reasonable. This is a military matter. If you refuse to cooperate, we'll have to arrest you.
Arrest me? Don't be ridiculous, I'm not even a Nortandian.
But you're in Nortandian territory. I will arrest you if I have to.
Fine. I don't have a choice, do I? For starters, I have a better idea than handing magical explosives to a bunch of nitwits. I told you that barrier is a result of some lovely dwarven engineering, didn't I? Well, thankfully, I'm at your disposal. I'll destroy that device they have set up and dispel the barrier myself. Then I don't have to deal with Haratir, and you can go retake the town. Everyone wins.
Why didn't you suggest this earlier?
Because I didn't want trouble with the Windholmers, that's why. Now, are we doing this or what?
Do it then.
Lovely. Stand back. Ow.
What happened?
The barrier must have had some kind of defensive mechanism. I'd need some sort of protection in order to... Oh, knee half. It just had to be Haratir's men, didn't it? All right. As much as I hate to say it, it looks like we need those Earth Shapers after all. They can use a protection spell while I take care of that device. I'll get Haratir's men outfitted with the rune stones they need. No guarantee that the buffoons won't try to eat them instead of use them, but that's the best I can do without better materials. Also, since this might take a while, there's something else you could help me with, but that's up to you. It involves trolls.
Are there lots of women in the Bastion?
No. One of the reasons I left that shit pile behind me, frankly. No matter how good my work was or how committed I was in the army, every day some nitwit comrade came up with a new joke, suggesting that I'd be better fit crafting soup ladles than crossbows. And it's not as though I didn't know what I was getting into. When I told my mother of my plans to join the Bastion, she warned me that I was in for a rough time. Of course, I brushed it off as nonsense. But anyway, let's not go there. It's ancient history now.
What can Earthshapers do exactly?
Protect. While on the march, they're very vulnerable. But once they draw their rune circle, they can really turn the tide of battle. They're immobile while they cast their magic, but their magic protects everyone in their vicinity. Pretty handy in a fight. Or, like we have here, dealing with the consequences of idiotic dwarven squabbles.
What exactly happened between you and Haratir?
Never mind.
You said something about trolls.
Aye. There are some in the caves a few steps east of here. I've been meaning to deal with them on my own, but... let's face it, I'm not all that young anymore. Long story short, it's in both of our best interests to get rid of them. All this ruckus at the aqueduct probably woke them. And we don't need angry trolls rampaging through our base while you're busy reconquering Dracot.
All right. I'll take care of it. You mentioned you could do more for Haratir's Earthshapers with better materials. What kind of improvements are you talking about?
Well, if we had a proper forge and some iron, I could give them a dandy little upgrade. I'm sure the troops would appreciate the extra sense of security as well. Your call, though. They should be up to the task, as is.
A forge and some iron, huh? I'll see what I can do.
You do that.
So long.
Aye.
Go ahead.
We finished researching a new technology.
I'm ready. do you need?
What is it? Let me see.
We're ready.
Orders?
Good. I think that was all of them. Let's tell Kurga.
Anything you need?
I took care of those trolls.
You did? Grand. If anything tears down me hut now, it'll be a bunch of crazy Windholmers, not a furious troll. Here, you earned yourself this. Thanks again.
So long.
Aye.
Where do you need us? We help protect us. Having barrier, watch out.
Here, won't you? We got a little Where are to hurt us? You're welcome to. Sorry. What news?
General? Aye, General?
Yes.
Aye.
I'm ready.
Anything you need?
Okay, the Earthshapers are ready. Let's give it another try.
All right. Just give them the order to cast their protection spell over me. Let's hope this whole thing doesn't end up in flames. Now, on my mark. 3, 2, 1.
Give the word.
You stone-headed fools! What are you doing? I told you to protect me. I knew this was a bad idea. Anything you need?
So long.
We can take it.
What do you need?
Anything you need?
Okay.
All right. Now, on my mark. 3, 2, 1.
Well, I'll be damned. You did it. Grand, General. Grand.
Thank Kurga and the Earthshapers. Now we can move back into the valley and retake the town.
Right. And send those buggers back into the mountains where they belong. Not an easy task. According to the scouts, the Windholmers didn't just dig into Dracot when they pushed us out. They also spread out over the whole area. Defensive outposts, in other words. Lots of them. And of course, that means they'll have scout and troops patrolling the area too. Even with your support, I doubt they'd hesitate to teach us a lesson. The scouts also mentioned they noticed several new defensive towers spread out all over. That'll be a pain. It's a long road to Dracot, General, but I know you'll get us there.
On your order. See the beards? Sure.
Fair enough. We help protect us.